3 games: burger, sushi, food truck. It's a bundle of food games. But do they taste like heaven or fail to rise? My name's Kanan, and welcome back to the home of cheap gaming. Gameplay. Turn on touch control. I like to play in handheld mode as it just feels so much more, tactile. As you move around the screen, doing all the cooking yourself, and not just pushing and pressing buttons and letting the game do all the hard work. I mean, the controls are fine, but touchscreen is where this game shines. The only problem is you have to turn the touchscreen on in every single game in here, not just like at the menu at the start. It's weird. So, at the start, you're presented with a menu. Food truck tycoon, Asian cuisine, sushi time, I own this one already, and breakfast bar, tycoon. Problem is, they're all more or less the same. So let's select food truck tycoon. So as you enter each individual game, they have their own little menus. There's kitchen upgrades. You can get cookies here, which extend the waiting time that customers will allow. Also upgrade to things like wok and noodle pot, and this will make it possible to cook more than one actual dish at the same time. Also, it ups the price, so you can make a bit more money each time you go up a level. Then there's the interior menu, which basically is you can change different aspects of, the background as you're cooking, trees, chairs, things like that. Or to basically make the backgrounds look a little bit better. Not quite sure whether that works. So then we enter the game, and after completing a tutorial, you actually get to play the game itself. The gameplay is pretty simple. Customer asks for food and drink, or both, and you cook or make it by moving items to the wok or starting the coffee machine. But don't forget, you must turn the coffee machine off, otherwise it's going to overflow and it will be wasted and you'll have to throw that in the bin. Likewise, when you're cooking food, they can also burn and you'd have to throw it in the bin and start again, which means that the timer on the actual customers are going down and they're more likely to walk out without having anything. As for the wok and the like, you add different ingredients like noodles and the sauces and just cook them up and then serve when ready. Then after you finish serving the customers, they then give you money, remembering to take said money, and that builds up a multiplier at the top, which gains you stars. Enough stars and you get a perfect rating, which gives you money to spend in said shops and item upgrades, as I said before. Each person has a timer. They will wait, and basically you can increase this with the cookies that you can buy in the upgrades menu. Angry customers will walk off in a huff and you lose money. Damn.
It's like Gandhi's flip-flop. What a shame.
You can only lose a set amount of customers before it's game over. Likewise, if the timer at the top runs out, you game over as well. It's all very kind of slow to start with, but trust me, it starts building up, and before you know it, your fingers are flying across the screen like they're running over hot coals. Graphics. Static and simple. There's not a great deal here to behold that will make you go, wow. But unfortunately, that is the case with all these sort of games, which is a shame. Simple animations that won't tax your Switch. Even the upgraded areas just fix pieces. It's, there's so much more that could have been done here, but just wasn't. I don't understand why people keep releasing things like this without going a bit further and above and beyond. Sound. Again, basic, and the music was annoying to such a degree I ended up turning it off completely. But again, it's all just basic and annoying. Such a missed opportunity to actually just do something different. And there's 3 games that more or less just do the same here. Score and final thoughts. I rate games out of 5 with a sad and mad rating for them games that, well, basically should never have seen the light of day. And it really pains me to say this, but I'm going to give Cooking Tycoon 2 bundle a 2 out of 5. Each game just feels like almost literally a rinse reskin of each other, with a few extras thrown in. Yes, I know Sushi has a slightly different mechanic with, a moving boat system, but it's just not enough. The fact that you have to go into each individual game and change the control system instead of just having one actual area, whether you can just change the whole lot all at the same time, is really not great. The music is so bad. I don't think I could play the game unless, you could turn it off. Incidentally, if you don't mind the music but you wanted to turn it down, I could not find a way of doing so. It was either off or on. I guess they might have known that the music was that bad. I would pay a lot more than I paid for this game if someone would bring out an actual animated cooking game with a bit of sparkle and a bit of, oomph to it. Something a bit different. Something with proper animations. I know the point in these games is just to relax, sit back and just blah, blah, blah all the way through it. And I do enjoy it. It's just... I've played enough of them that I just want something different now, and this just doesn't do anything different. So, do you agree with me, or is this just junk food for you? Hit that like and subscribe button, and happy cooking!